Hey everyone, today we're going to discuss one of my tanks and maybe it will give you some tips and tricks of how to breed shrimp. So in this tank here I have dream blue shrimp, which is one right there. There is actually a baby somewhere around about that I've seen. It's right there on that rock. Sorry, it's on my phone, so it's a bit hard to record. I've also got orange-eyed royal blue tiger shrimp. There's one right there on the rock. Also in this tank I do have bamboo shrimp. I have 2 bamboo shrimp. Unfortunately they're hidden away, so I don't think we can find any today. I have armoured shrimp as well. There is actually 2 in here. Might not be able to see them today though. For some reason the bamboo shrimp and the armoured shrimp just like to hide all the time. They do sometimes come out, but not very often. I do have fish in here as well. None of the fish actually do eat any of the shrimp. They're a little bit too shy, so they usually tend to stay away from them. So I have glass catfish, which are also hidden. I have coolie loach, which you guessed it, are also hidden. And I've got ottos as well in this tank. I do have rabbit snails. I am breeding rabbit snails in this tank. I have orange rabbit snails, yellow rabbit snails, black spotted rabbit snails. I think they're pretty important for your tank. They break up most of the food and your shrimp will eat that byproduct. Anyway, for the parameters of the tank then. So for this one here, the pH is always neutral, it's 7. The temperature is around 23, usually between 22 and 23. The nitrates in the tank is rather low, so it's only 10 ppm. KH is around 6, GH around 8, and the TDS is around 130. So in this tank there's actually 3 internal filters. I've got one filter here which is fully encased, and that's a hem filter. A very good make though, and helps to blow air into the actual tank. And then I have 2 other filters here which don't have covers. These are really good for the shrimp because it allows them to feed off the actual filter and produces lots of oxygen into the tank. Oh, a bamboo shrimp. There we go, look at that guy. I do actually have a heater in there, but it's not turned on. It's too warm. I only turn it on in winter. So also we've got some bogwood, as well as rocks and driftwood. These are for big surface areas to allow microbes to grow, so your shrimp and your little baby shrimp have got plenty of things to eat in there. These rocks actually used to be covered in moss, but everything's eaten it. So I've got a big mass amount of moss right here. This is really good for shrimp, especially babies, but all the shrimp in here, I don't know if you can see, there's bits of shedding in there. So they like to shed in there, they like to hide in there. Lots of microbes grow in there. All your babies get laid in here, and then they'll stay in there for a couple of days. And there's plenty of food that grows within that moss. So I'd recommend, if anyone's wanting to start breeding, that you do get a lot of moss and lots of things with big surface areas where microbes can grow on, because you'll have more success with your shrimp. I've had multiple successful breedings with shrimp. There's another little baby, I think that was from about 4 weeks ago. There's more tiger shrimp there. Another baby there. So this is coming up to my 2nd year of successful breeding with shrimp. And I think one of the key things is shrimp food. This stuff is what I use, and it adds bacteria to the tank. You can't really read it, I apologise, but really good stuff. And it'll bring the survivability up of your shrimp. When I did first start keeping shrimp, I lost quite a few adults and babies. I couldn't figure out what was going wrong and why they kept dying, but I kept at it, kept changing the parameters. Do water changes every week, they're a must. I do 30% water changes per week. I added all the moss, the rocks, the logs, all in order for microbes to start growing so the babies survived. And now it's become quite successful. The rabbit snails were added as well with the fish, because I believe it was the fact that the shrimp had such a small bio-waste in the beginning, it couldn't sustain my tank, so nitrates kept building up and just killing them off. But ever since I added the fish, the snails, everything seems to have got better. But yeah, that's it for the tank on this one. I just thought I'd let you guys have a little look at it, see what's in it, see if you can get some ideas of what you could put in your tank or change. Yeah, thank you, bye.